Family, what's happening, guys? Do I have something cool in store for you guys in the next following days? We're gonna have back-to-back action. I can't wait to tell you guys all about it, but I want to start this video a little different. I wanted to thank all of you guys that reached out to us and sent prayers our way, and we're really concerned about the hurricane that was heading right to South Florida. That storm was no joke, guys. Luckily, we weren't impacted by it at all. I think at most we had that one leaf fall off the tip of our tree, but that's about it. We completely dodged a bullet, but the families in the Bahamas weren't as fortunate, guys. This storm was catastrophic, man. It was holding, we were freaking out over here. 185-mile-an-hour winds, over 200-mile-an-hour gusts. This thing was a serious hurricane, and our prayers go to all the families impacted by it. But for today, let me show you guys. This isn't that important, but I'm gonna show you guys how we prepared for it. I threw the little boat in the garage. I put the Supra in the garage. I had it up on jack stands in case of flooding. My area, it's like 20 feet above sea level, so I wasn't too concerned about flooding, but maybe 20 something, like 22, 23 feet above sea level. And we're about, I don't even know, maybe a mile from the water, so we're not too far in, maybe a mile and a half. But I was hoping flooding wasn't an issue, but just in case, I did raise the cars up. When I saw the storm wasn't really coming our way, I actually lowered the Supra back down. I put it on some, I'll show you guys, like these rolling things so I can move it around the garage. Very useful. But the boat's in there, my kayak, my basketball hoop, the garage is a mess. But I'll show you guys what it looks like, and I'll talk to you guys about what's to come starting tomorrow. I have less than 24 hours to get ready. Let's talk about it, guys. You guys will love this. Let's do it. Guys, there you have it. This thing is an absolute mess. I threw my garbage tanks in here, spare tires that I had on the side of the house, some garbage tanks that were laying out back. We picked up our pool fence that goes around the pool, some parts from Lonnie's playground we took down. Oh man, there's stuff everywhere. Leilani's slide, her swings, my basketball hoop. Like I mentioned earlier, I had both cars up on jack stands as high as I could put them. When I saw the storm was more than likely gonna miss us, I took it off the jack stands, and I went to Harbor Freight and I bought these little, I don't even know what they're called, like little skateboards. And you put them underneath all the tires. Now I can push the car side to side in the garage and just work on it a lot easier. So I've wanted those for a while, and I went and scooped them up. But my kayak, bicycles, guys, this thing is a mess. So the goal for right now, I wasn't gonna record it all today, but I said, you know what, might as well. That way I can put this small video up tonight, kind of letting you guys know what all is going on. That way if you guys are local to these tracks, when I say tracks, there goes the first clue. If you guys are local to these tracks, guys, I would love to meet you guys out there and hang out. You get to see the car in person. So first things first, I'm gonna clean up this garage, but here goes, guys. So this is what I'm thinking. At first, I was really thinking I wasn't gonna race the Supra at all till Florida 2K19, which is about 5 weeks from now. So a little over a month. It's gonna be October 11th through the 13th. If you guys can make it to this event, if you're out of state, in our state, if you can make it, guys, don't miss it. It's gonna be a huge event. There's big payouts in all of the classes. If you guys are into Supras and into 2JZs, there's a 2JZ class that's bringing all the top shop cars. We're not gonna compete in that class per se. I'm competing in a street car class, but the baddest of the baddest will be competing there for a big pot. I think it's like $10,000 grand prize for the baddest 2JZ car. So I know Real Street Performers will have their white car there, Titan Motorsports, along with many others. I saw the name of, what was it, White Rice. That's a 2JZ 240 from Texas. There's a lot of really fast 2JZ powered cars that will all go for the shootout. I've heard of people coming from Canada, from all over the country. So would love to see you guys there. So again, at first I was thinking I wouldn't race till that event, but I just can't stay away from the track, guys. I love racing, and over the next 4 days, I'm gonna do something that I've really wanted to do for a very long time. So if you guys are into the racing world, the car scene, you guys are all familiar with Drag Week. There's not a Drag Week happening now, so don't run to the internet looking for where this Drag Week is. It's not happening now. I've always wanted to attend that, but it's usually out of state. They're always out of state. They're significantly far from here. It's a full week event, so I would have to miss a full week of work, which I can do, but I've never coordinated it that way where I can miss the full week and I can go out there and race and have fun. That's definitely on my bucket list. I feel like I'll do it at one point or another, but this is what I'm thinking. There's 3 badass drag strips in our state. I'm in Florida. There's 3 badass tracks. One being my local track, which is PBIR, Palm Beach International Raceway. It used to be called Moroso back in the day. I grew up racing at Moroso, so that's one. The other one is Orlando Speed World. badass track. Lots of records go down there. It's a beautiful facility. And the third is Bradenton Motorsports Park. I love racing at Bradenton Motorsports Park. The guys there that run the facility are amazing people. It's a top-notch facility. So those are three of our, there might be more drag strips, I'm not really sure. Those are the three most popular. I know there's some other 8th mile tracks and things like that, but those are the three biggest in our state that I know of. So today I actually took to the internet just to see when these guys had test and tune and what nights they were open, just to maybe coordinate something a month from today or 2 or 3. I've always wanted to put together a group of guys here from my state that would love to do kind of our own drag week. We'll call it, I'm not even sure, I'll have to think of a cool name, or if you guys can help me think of something, I'm open to your suggestions. But kind of like a Florida drag week, something we could do on our own. We would start at one track, see what our best number could be at that track, drive the cars, right? Drive in this case, drive my Supra to the very next track, compete at the next one. When I say compete, we're just going for 1 pass or 2 pass, whatever number we can lay down, and then go to the next. The end goal is to survive, right? Driving to all 3 tracks. So driving to all 3, being able to race at all 3. So I've always wanted to do a drag week, and again, is on my bucket list. I feel like I'll get to it eventually, but doing one here within my state is something I've always wanted to do as well. So today, as I was looking online, I saw that today's Wednesday. I think I may have said it was Thursday. Today's Wednesday. Tomorrow, Thursday, Bradenton Motorsports Park is open for test and tuning. So I'll be there. I'm going to go tomorrow and race the Supra there. I'm going to drive it with my best friend, my buddy Robert, the owner of the silver car. He's coming with me. We're going to drive to Bradenton tomorrow, give the Supra, ideally 1 pass, guys. I'm going to turn it down some, enough to go 8s, maybe around an 850, 860, 870. I'm cool with that. Give it a pass at Bradenton tomorrow. I'll drive it back home. So I'll come back home because PBIR, that's my local drag strip, they open on Friday. So I'll again drive it to the track on Friday, give it another pass or 2, drive it back home. And then Orlando, when I first read their post, I thought they were open on Saturday, but instead it's Sunday. So I'll take the 1 day off, and then Sunday I'll drive the Supra up to Orlando, race it at Orlando, and finish and do another drive back to the house. So in total, doing it that way, driving to Bradenton, back home, PBIR, back home, Orlando, and back home, it's 750 miles just doing those trips. That's not obviously the racing. That's not driving around in the track, going to the pits, or if I have to run to an auto parts store or stopping for fuel. That's just a direct drive. It's 750 miles. So I'm thinking we'll put around 1,000 miles on the car in the next 4 days. And that, to me, guys, right now I feel like a little kid in a candy store. I have butterflies in my stomach. There's nothing that I love more than racing cars and enjoying my Supra. I love this car. Hanging out with my buddy Robert. So it should definitely be an awesome, awesome time. I forget who I was giving a ride to recently, and I was telling them, they asked me how many miles my Supra had, and we checked on the dash. My Supra has 115,000 miles. Now here's the crazy part. I bought the car with 104,000 miles 8 years ago. So over 8 years, I've put 11,000 miles. That's nothing. And the reason for that is all of those 8,000 or 11,000 miles have been pedal to the metal. I love, I've told you guys over and over again, I love racing, and racing half the time either breaks your car and you're sitting here trying to fix it, or you get kind of bored of the power that you have. And in my case, I tear it back apart and I'm looking for more horsepower. I'm upgrading things. So it's always just a search for more power, a search of just breaking parts. It's always a struggle. So the fact that I've only put 11,000 miles in 8 years, guys, yeah, that's crazy. That's not enough. So I'm going to put almost 1,000 miles in the next 4 days. So I'm really pumped about that. Again, if you guys are local to these tracks, if you guys can make it, would love to meet you guys out there. It's going to be a lot of fun, guys. So this is what I'm thinking, to get the car ready. That car is always ready to go. The tune-up that's in there right now, the tune will go bottom 8 without a doubt. So I'll probably take some power out of it, but it's got an aggressive tune-up in there. The same wheels and tires that I use to cruise on the street is what I use to drag race. Same air pressure, same tires. There's nothing that I have to do to just show up to the track and make it pass. And there's no changes whatsoever. So the things that I am going to do is I'm going to put the full exhaust. I don't want to drive 1,000 miles with a shorty exhaust. That thing is crazy loud. So I'm going to put the full exhaust back on the car. I'm going to get some fuel. I plan on doing this event, the racing, everything, on just pump E85. No 93 octane, no E90 that I typically use. I'm going to go back to just E85 and use that to compete along with driving to all these facilities. Jesus, is that a frog? Thing's a monster. All right, so just I'm going to get some E85 and put the full exhaust on. I mentioned to you guys the AC is not working, and that's because of the Freon. So tomorrow, first thing in the morning, I'm going to load the system back with Freon so we can have AC in case we get stuck in the rain or in case it's just burning hot. So I want to get the AC fixed, put the full exhaust on, and that's it, guys. Get all my camera gear, get my racing gear, get the things that I need, and get to it, guys. So I'll show you guys the car a little more. It's a huge mess in here, but it's ready to go, man. I'm super, super pumped. I was gonna walk through this corner, but I can't even fit through here. Again, this video, I'm probably gonna cut it any minute. I wanted it just to be a short little clip, just letting you guys know what was gonna go down. So you guys can show support, man. You guys can follow. So you guys, you know what? Even if you can't make it to these tracks, guys, expect videos over the next couple of days. I'm gonna try to race and upload either the same night or the very next day. So you guys are up to date on what's happening. If it turns out well, guys, and it's a success, I would love to have more of you guys, more of my racing buddies join us for the next couple of events. So let's make it happen. Here's the car. I also want to show you guys quickly. I love the red accent on the blue paint. I've always liked that, so I put the ATF sticker in red instead of any other color. We just ordered these bracelets. These are rubber bracelets that say Baltic Supra Racing all around them on both sides. If you guys like these, we're offering 2 for $5, including shipping. So anywhere in the United States, we'll ship them to you, 2 for $5. Again, the $5 will include the shipping. Show support, guys. These things are freaking awesome. Come on, man. Hope you guys like this idea and you guys support it. Catch you guys soon.